and take care. I'm Rhea Elias, and I wrote a book called Harley Loco with 6 tracks that Barb produced.
No plugins over here, we do the real deal.
It's like the soundtrack of the book. We are so proud to sponsor Barb Morrison.
No matter who you are, I'm the one in your dreams.
I heard a Mahler piece the other night, and the basses, the string-bowed basses, were so badass. I'm Barb Morrison. I'm a record producer and film score composer, and I'm from New York City. I feel like the luckiest person in the world because I get to work with the best people, you know? I get to work with some incredibly talented people. Can you hear me, Rufus?
Flat, yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're here in the studio with Jensen Keats. That's LP. Hey! What I really like about producing is that I get to kind of get inside a musician's head and figure out what story they're trying to tell and then help them become a better them. Like, I don't want it to sound like a Barb Morrison production. I want it to sound like that artist, that musician, but better. Like a better version of them. So I have to find out, like, what exact story are they trying to tell? What's their emotion? What's the whole situation that happened behind the song? That stuff is really important.
She just made me feel at home. Like, that was just like my home studio. And I'd be like, oh God, is this the right tone? Is this the right way? And Barb was like, no, it's perfect. We need that raw edge, that, you know, to sort of be a juxtaposition between that and the ambient sound of the actual track.
Buried it before, but it creeps up slow. Now I'm stuck in this moment.
It started off with a DJ mixer and 2 tape decks. And what I would do is I would play some punk rock, you know, chords into one cassette player, take it out, put it in the other one, and then overdub onto it. And that was like magic to me. I couldn't even believe, wow, I'm layering music now. You know, I thought, of course, I thought I invented it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got to New York when I was 17. I came on the bus with $1,000 and a saxophone and a guitar. And I just knew, I knew this is where the music was happening. And, you know, I came here in hopes of actually being an out jazz sax player.
She'd play the bass, then she'd play the guitar, and then she'd play the saxophone, and she'd play like anything. I was like, wow, that's pretty nuts, you know? She looks cool and she plays everything.
Played with Cherry Vanilla, like on stage with Johnny Thunders, and a bunch of the CBGB's matinees, and played on the bill with Bad Brains, opened for the Ramones.
Barb was playing in Gutter Boy, sax, and at first I didn't know if she was a boy or a girl because she was real thin. She had really short hair and a hat, and I wasn't used to girls playing such sultry sax, and she was good already.
And she had a 4-track, so I'd always show up at 2 in the morning and, you know, I'd be like, let's record something. She'd be like, okay, let's do it. And, you know, and I'd be like, what about a saxophone on this? She'd be like, okay, what about a clarinet? And we'd turn a 4-track into, or she would, a 4-track into 48 tracks, you know, and then like, wow, we made a little Queen record at 2 in the morning, you know.
We got Jared in the other room right now. Let's go see what he's doing.
And we're rolling.
Yeah, it's about 3:30 in the morning. All right, we're in the studio with Emmy right now. I think she's ready to talk to us a little bit.
When I met Barb, I was living in a basement in Jamaica, Queens, living on ramen noodles and bagels. She really was the first producer to ever give me the light of day, give me a chance. Every time that I work with Barb, it's fun. When the process is actually fun and there's no stress and you can actually let the creativity flow, that's what it's like working with Barb.
She makes you want to run to the studio because for 8 or 10 hours, you know that it's just gonna be like a party. But you're creating and performing and you're doing what you love to do in this amazing sort of environment that is really, you know, a plus for creating.
Every artist is different, so you have to like figure out how they work. And you have to figure out like what makes them upset. You know what I mean? If you tell them to do a take a couple times and they're not getting it, some people that makes upset. Some people, they want to keep going. You get in the booth, man, and some shitty stuff can come out of you. And you have to feel okay to be able to like show your crap. So I have to make sure that the artist trusts me enough to like, you know, show me the bad stuff too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this.
Let's try that again.
Okay, what did we get out of that? Anything? Nothing, right?
No, but you got an idea.
Okay.
It's just total musical freedom.
And she was so, yeah, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. She was so enthusiastic. I loved it.
There's nothing worse than a tense session, and Barb is just genius at making it fun and, you know, relaxed.
Okay, I just noticed when he answered that, you had a look of frustration on your face. You can, when you watch back the video, Lucas, you can see you start to answer and she goes like this. She literally goes like this.
So did not.
She does that all the time.
You were so, you had the bed head on one side and the pillow, you had the pillow marks.
You dribble.
And then you woke up and you said, what the fuck?
Sleep in the eyes.
I didn't say that.
Why are you misquoting me?
Seemed really mad.
I would.
It's kind of like at the end of this, towards the end of the song, it's you're having this out-of-body experience where you've left everything, all the bullshit behind, and now we need to get back to our bodies and make something happen.
So
But we're lost. We're kind of lost souls, just kind of like.
Not like a reincarnation thing, kind of just like you left for a second and then you're coming back.
Right.
I like that.
She allows for the exploratory to happen, which I feel like most people that I've worked with in past 5 or 6 years these days, people are moving further and further away from getting experimental.
So, am I getting too orchestral or, well, I'll just say it. Should there be like a really cool like timpani thing at the end? Or is that too, have we gone too far? I have no idea what I'm playing. I know I sang it. We tried a lot of stuff. We hit things with drumsticks. We hit things with a baseball bat. If I'm doing a remix, I like to mix it up and use, some beats, and I like to use some conventional instruments. I always like to try to put like at least one organic instrument in it.
She can blend sounds like nobody else.
Like when I was doing the Rihanna remix, I used an acoustic guitar. It's always good to like mix it up a little bit and to have the clash of the two textures.
She would pull all these weird little things and mic them and utilize them for these cues.
And I just sat down at the kit and we just like jammed, like traded beats all the way around, and then amazing, like keyboard was going, like someone would walk in and just grab an instrument and jump in, and it was like, this is like a dream, So amazing.
I say, well, I've got this really bizarre broken toy thing. What do you think about that? She's like, that's great. And that's what we usually end up with.
That's a feeling of confidence, self-confidence, and vision and creativity. And that's what Barb has in terms of recording and writing.
Hip-hop hits you from your rib cage to your thighs. It just moves you. You can feel it, like moving you, Like you can feel that part of your body being moved. It's not Mozart. Mozart hits you up here, There's nothing wrong with Mozart. Whereas like hip-hop is like,
You know, it's like you can feel it down there.
Don't let your label and the dudes in the camp gas ya. I corner you, grab ya, bandage your mummy wrap ya. It's a rap for ya when the Mac is to ya. The barrel to your face look like a Mack truck to ya.
What did we do tonight? We wrote a song.
That's the thing with Barb, is whenever I've worked with her, it hasn't been difficult to write a song and to really let it out.
All I had was, you know, just this tiny, tiny little fragment of a song.
She'll walk in, she'll say, I have this one lyric, one sentence, and she'll sing it, and then we'll order some food, and we'll talk about what's been happening that week with her, what's going on.
She listens as well as, you know, contributes. You know, she is a good person to collaborate with. And, you know, if you have a, you know, a firm idea of something you would like to hear, she will definitely listen to your vision.
It was mine. What mattered most made matters worse.
The cool thing about doing film score is that it's so much different than doing pop music or any other kind of like song-oriented stuff, because it's supposed to be subtle and almost not noticed. So a good film score, you know, kind of goes by and just makes you feel but doesn't make you notice.
I think that Barb has a sort of an intuitive sense of what the piece needs and what the music should be. And to be able to, you know, come up with something that really elevates the film. I mean, score shouldn't just be slapped on, it should really elevate the film. And it shouldn't elevate it like tell you what to feel. It should be there holding it up with all the other elements. And I think she's just really good at that. I think she's really good at enhancing something, and I think that that's what a great composer does.
It's just, everything is just about positivity, gratitude, and love. And that's what I dig about her.
That's really what it's about, positivity. And, you know, going with, you know, just being, I guess, sure of herself and sure of her talents and wanting to, you know, to make something happen.
You want to do the best for the fans, and to do that, you need the right producer, you need the right people to work with on songs with.
She's definitely magical, you know?
We're musicians because we want to be heard. That's why we choose it. I like the intimacy of the one-on-one with the artist. I don't really need the big curtain of people clapping at me, that thing. I like the one-on-one and like trying to figure out who you are, what's your story, and how can I help you tell your story.
I only wanted to kill her twice.
Never not had a ticket. Always knew I'd never get it.